The story you're about to hear doesn't start with seeds, saplings, or a team of volunteers digging holes in the soil. It starts with nothing. No leaves, no branches, no birdsong, only a dead, sunburnt wasteland stretching toward the horizon, dry, cracked, and utterly lifeless. For decades, people walked past this land without even glancing at it. Why would they? It was a place where nothing grew. A place where even invasive weeds gave up. A place considered biologically dead. Until one day, everything changed. Today, that very wasteland is home to a flourishing green forest. Alive, dense, vibrant, and expanding every single year. A forest we never planted. A forest that grew on its own. A forest that rewrote everything we thought we knew about nature. And the strangest part, this miracle didn't begin with planting a single tree. It began with something far more unusual. The land that even time forgot. Years ago, environmental experts labeled the land as irrecoverable. The soil was too degraded. Decades of overgrazing had stripped it bare. Seasonal floods had washed away whatever little fertility remained. Without human intervention, nothing, not even grass, was expected to return. But here's the truth. Nature had a different plan. If someone had stood there during the early years and listened closely, they might have noticed something extraordinary, an invisible war waging beneath the soil. A battle between decay and rebirth, between death and resilience. The land wasn't dead, it was dormant, waiting for a spark powerful enough to awaken it. How a tiny change ignited a massive transformation. The transformation didn't begin with machines, fertilizers, or scientists working day and night. Neither was it a government initiative or a massive environmental campaign. It started with a mistake. A well-meaning local group working on water conservation blocked a small seasonal runoff channel, creating a shallow pool that lasted longer than expected. It wasn't meant to be a pond. It wasn't meant to last. It wasn't meant to change history. But that pool changed everything. When the first rains arrived, the unexpected reservoir slowed the flow of water across the land. Instead of washing away topsoil, the water seeped into it. Instead of disappearing within hours, moisture stayed for days. And days turned into weeks. That was all nature needed, a brief window to breathe again. The first signs of life. One morning, a few green patches appeared, scattered, fragile, barely noticeable. Most people walked past without caring. But those tiny clusters were signals. Nature was whispering, "I'm not done." First came the grasses, thin, delicate blades that fought through the cracked earth. Their appearance wasn't just aesthetic. It was strategic. Grasses are nature's frontline soldiers. They protect soil, trap moisture, and stabilize ecosystems. With grasses came insects. With insects came birds. With birds came seeds. Not human seeds. Natural seeds. Seeds hiding in bird droppings. Seeds carried by the wind for miles. Seeds that had waited for the right moment to return home. Once the seed rain began, nature switched gears. Life accelerated. The return of the pioneer species. Every forest has pioneer species, plants that can survive harsh conditions. They are tough, resilient, and stubborn. These species arrived first. Acacia shrubs, wild berries, hardy legumes, fast-growing native bushes, soil-healing ground cover. These weren't planted. They simply found the right conditions again. Their roots dug deep into the earth, breaking compacted soil, allowing nutrients and water to seep deeper. Their fallen leaves formed natural compost. Their presence cooled surface temperatures. A chain reaction had begun. Nature wasn't repairing the land, it was rebuilding it. The explosion of biodiversity. Within 2 years, the land changed dramatically. Moisture increased, shade returned, temperatures dropped, soil regained structure. And with this transformation came life. Life in forms no one expected. Small mammals returned first. Rodents, burrowers, tiny marsupial-like creatures. They dug tunnels, aerating the soil. Predators followed. Foxes, owls, and even stray wildcats that had abandoned the area decades ago. The area evolved from barren to buzzing. People who visited the site could hardly believe their eyes. It was as if a dormant memory of the ecosystem had awakened, reconnecting with its past identity. Everything was regenerating faster than thought possible. The birth of a forest, without human planting. By year 3, something incredible happened. Trees began to appear, but not saplings in neat rows, not the kind humans plant. These were wild, naturally spaced, genetically diverse, perfectly adapted to the region. Species included neem, native acacia, tamarind, wild fig, buried shade trees, indigenous hardwoods. These weren't planted by humans, they were planted by birds, wind, and natural dispersal. The forest was selecting itself, selecting the strongest genes, selecting the best survivors, selecting the ideal mix of species. Every tree was exactly where nature wanted it to be, not where humans thought it should be. This wasn't just reforestation, it was natural rewilding, in its purest form. Why humans couldn't have created this forest? If humans had attempted to plant a forest here, they would have chosen fewer species, arranged them artificially, irrigated heavily, used fertilizers, struggled to keep saplings alive, battled pests manually, lost many trees due to unsuitable placement. Nature, however, performed a masterclass in ecosystem engineering. Perfect species selection, perfect spacing, perfect genetic diversity, perfect adaptation, zero maintenance. The forest grew without human hands. Because nature knows what it's doing. The unseen architects, birds and animals. What truly made the forest flourish were the creatures that humans never noticed. Birds carried seeds inside their stomachs across vast distances. Wind scattered lightweight seeds across the wet soil. Termites aerated underground passages, improving water flow. Earthworms returned, enriching the soil layer by layer. Small mammals buried seeds without knowing they were reforesting the land. They were the engineers, the gardeners, the caretakers. While humans slept, nature worked relentlessly. The science behind this miracle. Ecologists studying the area found something astonishing. The forest followed the exact sequence of ecological succession, the natural process through which barren land becomes a mature forest over decades. But here's the surprising part. The process, which normally takes 50 to 70 years, happened here in less than 10. Why? Because once nature gets the smallest favorable condition, just enough water, just enough shade, just enough organic matter, it accelerates rapidly. The land had been waiting. Once awakened, it sprinted. The forest's impact on the climate. Within a few years, average land temperature dropped by up to 6 degrees Celsius. Soil moisture increased dramatically. Underground water started recharging. Air quality improved. Migratory birds returned. Rain patterns shifted slightly, increasing local rainfall. Local agriculture improved because nearby soil regained nutrients. This wasn't just a forest. It was a climate influencer. A micro-engine cooling and healing the landscape around it. The forest that keeps expanding. Today, the forest is spreading outward. Every monsoon season, new sections emerge. Trees grow where no one imagined. Seeds travel further. Habitats expand. The forest is no longer a project. It's a living organism, growing, breathing, and evolving. It teaches us one crucial lesson. Nature doesn't need humans to plant trees. Nature needs humans to stop interfering long enough for life to return. The real secret, what we didn't do. The greatest achievement here wasn't what humans did. It was what humans chose not to do. We did not plow the soil. We did not spray chemicals. We did not plant trees manually. We did not introduce exotic species. We did not disturb wildlife. We did not force nature to fit human design. Instead, we stepped aside. Nature filled the vacuum. Lessons for the world. This forest proves something revolutionary. You don't need to plant trees to grow a forest. Restoring water flow can restore entire ecosystems. Native biodiversity is more powerful than human planning. Natural succession is faster than we imagine. Sometimes the best help is no help at all. Governments spend billions planting trees, but many die due to poor planning. Meanwhile, untouched areas, protected and hydrated, heal themselves. This isn't just an environmental success. It's a blueprint for global restoration. A message from the forest itself. If this forest could speak, it would say, "Don't try to fix me. Just give me space. Give me water. Give me time. And I will return stronger than ever." This is the miracle of nature. This is the power of ecosystems. This is the story of how a dead land became a thriving forest. Without planting a single tree,